One of the other big themes that's come up in the questions that we've been asked is relating to the Groove packs. If people have bought Groove packs, can they load them into Modern and Massive 2? And the answer is, as of right now, which is the 8th of May of 2025, no. But this is something that we are, again, actively working on to bring in as soon as possible. Again, there are certain technical things that need to be solved if we want this to be a really good experience, which is what we want. We want a great user experience here. But again, actively being worked on. And also I can say that we have had Sebastian Sendon, who is a fantastic producer out of Spain, but also he's worked as my assistant mix engineer and editor for the best part of a decade now. I think it literally is. Go through all of the MIDI packs and refine the MIDI a little bit to make it sound extra realistic, because some of the MIDI packs that we'd had in the past, had a lot of hits at full 127 velocity. And we kind of always went with the creator's vision on that, like how they themselves were using it. But it's become so clear to us how important the velocities are to getting a really great, realistic sounding result, that we felt it was necessary not only for each pack to sound good, to make sure the velocities were very appropriate for our products, but also that they were coherent with one another. And Sebastian's done a fantastic job of that. And as the person who has edited most of the productions I've ever done, he is so intimately familiar with how incredible drummers drum and how to, how their feel and their humanization works, that he's done just a brilliant job of those. And that's really exciting. I feel like it's really revitalized the pack. So that's something to look forward to, coming pretty soon in an update. We will have MIDI pack integration for existing Groove packs, and the Groove packs themselves are going to be better. Also, speaking about the Groove player in Modern and Massive 2, we are going to work on a meta tagging system for that. I'm aware at the moment that the grooves have very generic names, and although if you've looked at enough MIDI, you can kind of look at the visualization of the MIDI and tell roughly what the drums are doing in it. We are, again, actively and have been actively working on creating a really good user experience there, so it's easier to find grooves that you like in a quicker way, and also to be able to kind of find your way back to things that you liked in the past without having to remember quite generic groove names. So another thing to look forward to.